Chris here, welcome to another video, and in today's video we are going to be taking a look at the RotaryWorks Pen version 2. We're going to do an unboxing and go through the specs and everything and let you know what I think of it. So let's get straight into this video. The RotaryWorks version 2 pen. It is a little beast made in the United Kingdom, and people who watch our channel for a while have always said, you know, we review a lot of the high-end machines, but we don't review a lot of the budget ones. And to be perfectly honest with you, a lot of the budget machines that are out there, they're not really that good. They are purely made for non-professional tattoo artists that they're sold on Amazon. This, on the other hand, is designed and built by a tattoo artist, and he's been building these machines for a very long time, and I mean a very long time. I have been tattooing for 20 years, and I've known Dale for probably since 2007, and I've watched his company grow from his prototypes right up to where we are now with these. And you've got somebody that is tattooing every day, building these, designing and prototyping all these machines themselves, and they really do show when you're using it. So the Pen 2 is an aluminium machine. It is made for all-round tattooing. It is nicely balanced and is ready to connect to an RCA cable or a battery pack. Now, RotaryWorks do sell battery packs on their website, but this machine, from what I've been testing, is compatible with pretty much all battery packs that are out there at the moment. The machine itself will run any size cartridge mag. It'll go from, like, you know, a 7 mag right up to a 49 mag, and it pushes them in without any issues at all. Well, I haven't noticed any problems with it anyway. It is also great for solid color packing, shade work and line work. It is 9.4 centimeters long and 3.3 centimeters wide at its widest point. It is a hard hitting machine, and it can be run slow or fast. It weighs in at 5.5 ounces or 157 grams. They have a 3.2mm stroke which pushes single needles up to 9 liners. It is great for black and grey, colour work and stippling, with a 0 to 5mm adjustment of needle depth. They have a 4mm stroke option which pushes single needles right up to 18 round liners, and it's great for solid colour or black work, whip shading and stippling, again with a 0 to 5mm adjustment needle depth. They have a custom 12 volt motor, and the optimum running voltage is 5 to 10 volts. Now, a couple of other details about this I was chatting to Dale about the other day, so I'm going to just refer to my notes because you know what I'm like, and if you haven't watched, you will learn what I'm like. So while this is made of aluminium, they have a brass cam, and that is a good counterweight which makes a smoother motion. They also have a straight plunger bar, giving a more direct force of hit, and they also have a performance plastic guide, and that has a lot less wear on it, and is actually made from the same material that they use in Formula 1 cars as well. There's no gimmicks to it, there's no marketing stuff. It just works, and they've just really kept it minimal with what it needs in the machine to make it work. They also engraved the RotaryWorks logo around it, which adds for the grip. But obviously we're going to be wrapping them and so on, but if you wanted to just sterilize these grips in an autoclave, then, you know, happy days. It's got a nice bit of grip to it. The pancake motor that they have in there, like I said, it's a 12 volt pancake motor, but that has been specifically made to Dale's own specs. It's a Chinese motor, and it works really well. Like, I've been using it for a long time. Like I said, I've been road testing this. I've given it to a few artists to see what they think, and so far everyone I've spoken to has come back with very, very nice reviews on it, and everyone gets on with it very well. He also says they have top of the range, that's what Dale says, top of the range EZO bearing as well, and yeah, like I said, it just does what it does. So yeah, that's the specs. Again, designed by tattoo artists, built by tattoo artists, and again, another fantastic thing to come out of Wales. Even though Dale is from the old land of England, the guy's a Welshman. So yeah, it's nice to see another Welsh person coming out with some really fucking cool shit to benefit the tattoo world in general. I've always liked Dale's machines. Like, they always work, and it's nice when you get a machine that's built by a tattoo artist, because they know They know what they need to be like, and I find when you have a tattoo machine that's built by a tattoo artist as opposed to something that's built by engineers, tattoo machines have a bit of a warmth to it. There's just something different about tattoo machines that are built by artists that use them every day. They know what needs to change, and this is a perfect example of that. It just does exactly what it needs to do. You can completely strip it apart. So if you want to get inside it, because I know a lot of people, are concerned about health and safety side of things, you can get inside the machine. You can maintain it yourself, which is great. So you can change the cam and so on. So if the cam breaks, or if you want to change the stroke length, you can do that. So I think that's a very positive thing. It's easy to change the motor on there. It's all Allen key kind of like hex screwed in, and you can buy spare parts off their website. So just double check on their website to see if they have all the spares of this. Now, another good thing about this as well is, like, say for example, if Dale did decide to upgrade that portion of it, and you've got all this part of the machine, and maybe he changed it to a different RCA connector or a 3.5mm jack, or maybe even decided to adopt a similar connector to the critical batteries, which is the magnetic one. That could then be easily replaced and just screwed in, and you only need to buy the back end of that machine. And I think moving forward as an industry, that is something I very much welcome. I like the idea that we can, be interchangeable with all our stuff, and also we can take everything apart and strip it down and clean it and maintain it. It's like, it just takes you back to the roots of tattooing. And again, for people that have concerns about health and safety side of things, you've got that added reassurance. Like I've said in past videos, if you are maintaining your machines correctly, if you're barriering them correctly, and if you're handling everything and you're following the correct infection control procedures, then you shouldn't have to worry about any internal contaminants, because the only person that's going to introduce them is yourself by having a poor practice. But yeah, like the idea that you can just take it all apart, superb. Now, when I talk about decontaminating and cleaning the machine, one thing you will find with this machine, it does need to have lubrication on the inside. That is recommended. But after speaking to a infection control professional, somebody that specializes in infectious diseases, what they have advised is, whilst we are advised by the manufacturers to lube up the internal mechanism, that part of the machine, what they have suggested is you should do that per use. So every single time you use the machine, give it a good clean down on the internals where the lube goes. You can do that with a high grade disinfectant, like a chemical or hospital grade disinfectant, to decontaminate it. Just drop my lens. Yeah, you can do it with a hospital grade you can do it with a hospital grade disinfectant to clean it and decontaminate the machine, and then apply another fresh bit of lube on it before each tattoo. That way you can reduce the chance of any bacteria buildup or any cross infection. And again, it just makes sure that you are keeping your machine in tip-top condition. There are loads of different synthetic lubes out there that you can get. You could probably just bang a bit of Vaseline on it, to be honest with you, but you can get synthetic lube, stick it on the machine. With the needle depth adjustment, it goes from 0 to 5mm needle depth adjustment. And one thing I like about this machine is the actual needle depth adjustment has a ratchet system on it. I don't know if you can hear it, but it does have like these little ball bearings. There we go, little ball bearings. And then on the internal of it, you've got like, so it's got like some sort of ratcheting type system in there, which is really handy because it stops it from slipping and so on. So I do like that they've gone through the effort of putting that in there. So the ratchet system in there, it has aluminium ball bearings, and I really like that. And the reason why I like that is because it's been designed in a way that it's something that doesn't need to be replaced. So they've thought about it, thought about the longevity, not thought about let's make something that needs to be replaced, which is more of an income source, which is something that, again, as tattoo artists, when you buy a tool, you don't expect it to have parts in there that need to be continually replaced. So I do like that they've put the thought into that and designed the machine in such a way that, one of the main components of it that stops the grip from slipping isn't going to be something that's going to wear down after a few months or and so on, and it's going to continually be usable. Now, using the machine, I've got to say it has been really nice. I've done solid black with it, smooth black and grey with it, colour work with it, line work with it. Everything I've thrown at it, it does. Like, I've just been using a 3.2mm stroke. I've done a tattoo up in tattoo freeze, and with that I was using, you know, like a 3-liner, 5-liner, 9-round liner, 5-round shader, 27 mag and a 9 mag. And with that I done solid black work, black and grey, very nice smooth black and grey, line work, stipple shade and so on. And it did really manage to kind of like take everything head on and had no issues with it. One thing I did find with this machine, which I was a bit hesitant at first, because I'm like, with some rotary machines I'm used to running it slow to get smooth black and grey, and when I was speaking to Dave, he was just like, fucking crank that machine up and you will get some really smooth black and grey with it. And I think I was running it like 9 to 10 volts and it was spot on. You get really smooth black and grey, very minimal irritation. Yes, you have a little bit of redness, but once the tattoo heals up, it heals up fine. That is the main thing, is that the tattoos heal up perfectly fine. So yeah, absolutely nice machine to use. Now, there are a couple of changes that I would like to make to this machine. I've already spoke to Dale, I've sent him some sketches. I just think ergonomics wise, the shape of it maybe needs to be a little bit different, just so it's a little bit more comfortable in the hand. But saying that, once you barrier it, it is comfortable. It's a nice small machine. It doesn't feel heavy. It's got a nice feel to it in the hand. When you've got an RCA cable on it, it doesn't really feel like there's much going on. Depending on the battery that you use, it does have a little bit of a back pull, but it doesn't feel, though, it's not that much. It still feels like a standard pen machine with a battery on it, if that makes sense, a wireless machine. So the only thing I could think of, if you wanted to counterbalance that, is maybe have a stainless steel grip. So it would be cool to see if Dale could come up with some stainless steel grips for this to add that counterbalance for when you're tattooing with it. But as it stands, it is not bad. I like it. To be fair, I've always liked Dale's machines. And what I will say is, if you are an artist that is looking for a budget friendly machine and you want something that's not going to break the bank, something that's going to be good, that has good aftercare or post sale care, let's say, definitely this is a company worth looking at getting something from, because as an independent company, they do provide good service and they will look after you. Whereas if you buy something off Amazon, you kind of like, you're not really dealing with a person, you're dealing with more larger companies, and you're not going to have the same level of care that's put into making these machines that is with the other ones. So yeah, I like it. Now, price wise, let's have a look. I probably should have mentioned that earlier on in the video, but you know, it's been a while since I've made a video, so you'll have to bear with me. So price wise, you're looking at £300. At the time of making this video, buy it off their website, £300 for that. Yes, it's going to be £100 more than a £200 machine you're going to get from Amazon, but you really do get what you pay for. And with this, you are getting a nice tattoo machine that is made to last. So before I wrap up this video, one thing I wanted to add is this machine is very easy to barrier. It's easy to wrap, it's easy to keep clean, and it's easy to maintain. If you are somebody that wants to autoclave the grips, they are autoclavable. But as for barrier wrapping it, it is very, very easy to do. You can use a barrier film over the grip and then put the cohesive bandage over the top to your desired thickness, and it's very comfortable to use. At the same time, then it's also easy to put a clip cord sleeve over, because it's not too wide a machine that you can't get that clip cord sleeve over it. So I like that, because some machines you need to buy like an extra large, like a fat clip cord sleeve. With this one, I've been able to fit standard clip cord sleeves over it, and I haven't had any issues with them tearing or struggling to get on. So yeah, very easy machine to barrier, easy to keep clean, and easy to maintain. And it's also maintainable, and it works well. It's been tested, and it really does do the job. So check it out. Let me know what you think of it. If you have been using this machine, pop a comment down below and let me know what you think of it. And if there's anything you'd like to know about this machine that I have left out, then please feel free to drop a question below and I will get back to you. But this is more of just a little bit of an unboxing and a little quick kind of like letting you know what I think of it. But yeah, really like using this. So I'm gonna get back on it now, but definitely one of the best budget tattoo machines that is on the market at the moment. And if you are looking to venture from the use of coil machines over to pen machines, it's worth buying one of these, because I think you will get a better experience using it. And then if you do want to end up going on to more higher end price machines, then you can. But I think if you start off with one of these, you probably end up using one of these for a very long time, and you probably wouldn't even move onwards. Like I said, the only issues I have with it is it could be a bit more ergonomic, but I've sent a sketch to Dale, and maybe we can work on helping him make it a little bit more ergonomic for your hands. So yeah, that's me done. I hope you have enjoyed watching this. Like I said, if I've left anything out, pop in the comments below, and I will do my best to get back to you in another video and let you know the answers to those questions. But yeah, failing that, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification button and all that stuff to keep up to date with everything that we do, because we do appreciate it and it does help our channel grow. And I always say it allows us to bring content like this to you guys.